Okay, in the meantime... Hello? Oh, this is my room.
I wonder what it's like.
Okay. Yeah, nothing else I can do in here at the moment. Just don't have the stuff for it. No. No. Now this is my room. The other one wasn't my room. Also, still not what I'm looking for. There you are. Oh, Jesus.
Aloy, well met.
Hey, Katalo.
We've been briefed on our mission, and are ready whenever you wish to head to Cauldron Gemini.
Were you able to finish the new arm Gaia was helping you with?
Indeed. I was hoping we could
Absolutely.
discuss it, if you have a moment.
100%.
Have you spoken with Alva?
The Quen is peculiar. Nothing like a Tanakh.
No, very different
Her mind
kind of
is sharp.
tribe.
That much is certain.
Oh, yeah. Oh, absolutely.
But it's hard to imagine her surviving in the wild.
I can't even
Trust
argue
me.
with that.
She's tougher than she looks.
Yes, but
I will take your word for it.
I see his concern. I do.
How are your studies going?
I wanted to learn more about the world of the Old Ones.
And?
I looked up this pharaoh Gaia said you went looking
Yeah.
for, and learned about the plague of machines he unleashed.
Yeah, he was
To
terrible.
think that the ancient world was wiped out by a mistake. A single miscalculation.
Right.
There is no glory or honor in such a fate. Only hubris and pointless death.
Yeah.
That sums it up.
Yeah. We're fully in agreement on that. Testing the arm
You
then.
wanted to talk about your arm?
Indeed. It's time to test it. And I want you to be
100%, not even a
Okay.
question.
How are we doing this?
there. Not how. Where? Will you meet me where we felled Regala's tremor tusk?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Right where the river bends.
Okay.
Sure, if you want, but I'm not sure I understand.
You'll see when we get there. I promise.
All right.
Then I'll let you know when I get close.
You have my thanks, Aloy.
Well, I'm definitely going to be doing that as
I have
early
to
as
go.
I
Then
can.
do not let me keep you.
Like I said, I'll call you when I'm close to Regala's old outpost near the bulwark.
Yes.
May the 10 guide your way.
Right, currently. Why did I have that on? Okay. So now I need to find Beta. Who's going to be downstairs? Woo. I almost just ran right off. Good thing there's a buffer for that. That goes up to Gaia. That's not quite what I want to do just yet. I want to go down, not up. Here we go. Hello? What? Is this not where Beta was? I thought this was where Beta was. What? Jeez, hold on. I thought she was, like, in here, but the door's locked. Maybe she is. Maybe she just doesn't want to see me right now. Unless it's on this side. No. It's definitely not this. Huh, weird. Unless that's the wrong one. But I thought that was right. Yeah, that's... Okay. Well, I guess I'm going to be going to that then.
The old ones just look fun.
Hold on.
For once, I'd have to agree. I'd rip those things to shreds in a fight.
Guess they didn't move around as much.
Interesting conversation. Maybe Beta's up here with Big Mama Gaia.
Welcome back.
Oh, I'm not seeing her.
Aloy, I know your experience in Thebes was unsettling, but we have
Well.
a new problem.
Did something go wrong with Beta and the rig? Will we be able to transport you to Gemini?
The rig is complete. The problem is Hephaestus itself.
Okay.
It has accelerated its proliferation throughout the Cauldron network, increasing its power.
But with your sub-functions restored, we can still succeed, right?
Correct. But the net effect is that absorbing Hephaestus will take longer than previously calculated.
Okay.
How long?
Even with Omega clearance, my current estimate is that the merge will take 35
Wow.
hours.
And each hour increases the risk of detection by the Zeniths.
Right.
Two cores. Two overrides. What if the merge were carried out by two clones of Elizabeth?
Ooh, there you go,
Seymour,
there you
both
go.
armed with Omega clearance. How long then? Half the time?
That would
Hephaestus
definitely
would
be a big deal.
unprepared for the simultaneous labor of two operators, in addition to obvious synergetic efficiencies. Calculating.
Yeah.
It would reduce the merge time to approximately
Wow.
4.5
That's
hours.
amazing.
Okay.
That's, yeah. Damn. That is great.
Carl, it looks like we're gonna need Beta at Gemini. Do you think you can convince her?
Let's hope.
I don't know, but I'll try.
What about our diversion? Are the pulse generators ready?
Only a final test remains. I am confident that if fired in proximity to other cauldrons, the pulses will mask our activities at Gemini from
Okay.
the zeniths.
Good. As long as Aaron can operate one without shooting himself in the face.
Yeah, fair enough.
You better get down here. Beta's in bad
Oh,
shape.
that don't sound good.
Okay.
Bad shape how? Mentally, emotionally, physically? None of those options sound good. So yeah, we couldn't head down there before for this reason. We specifically had to wait for this.
Aloy,
What's up?
I tried, but it's impossible. I don't think anything will convince her to go.
We don't have a choice.
Good luck.
Oh, and it's opening. Okay.
Beta, you have to come with us. It's the only...
Probably not the best way to start that.
It's one mission. The most important one. We need you. Tell me why you won't go. What if they...
She's scared.
What if they take me back?
Yeah.
Alone. In a cell again. A slave. Forever.
Yeah, I don't blame her for that. I don't know. I do not even slightly blame her for that. I'm absolutely, yeah.
Varl and I will be at Gemini too. I'll protect you. As soon as we get Hephaestus, we'll come straight back here. The Zeniths aren't going to find us. You don't have to be afraid. No! You can't protect me. Nothing can protect me from them. I told you from the beginning we'll never beat them. It's hopeless.
I mean, they're intimidating for sure, but...
Beta. Leave me alone! You don't understand!
And the thing is, we kind of do. Facing insurmountable odds is something that Aloy's done.
You're right. I don't understand. We have the same genes, the same mind, the same heart. So why can't you find the strength to do what has to be done? Like Elizabeth would. Don't you think I've thought about that? I don't know what piece of Elizabeth I'm missing.
It's because of how you were raised. It's humanity. That's just how humanity works.
I looked through all the data from your focus. You were raised as an outcast, shunned, and isolated just like me, so what's the difference? What's my defect?
It's because Aloy had people to look out for her and you didn't. Rost, yeah.
Beta. You don't have a defect. Beta. Look, it's not a piece of Elizabeth. The difference is, I had him.
Yeah.
Rost. He raised you, trained you, but he was never warm.
He definitely wasn't. That was one of my biggest issues with him.
He gave you that charm, he was going to abandon you. He wanted me to embrace the tribe. But then he gave his life.
He did do that. He did do that.
He loved me in his own way. And that was enough.
I mean, you definitely loved him.
It was like having a strength that was always there. It's still there. Even now I hear him in my head when things get bad. When it looks impossible, look deeper. And then fight like you can win. You don't have to go on the mission. We'll find another way.
No, she really does have to go.
I'll go.
Good.
You said you'd try to protect me. I believe you.
Good.
But you have to promise me one thing.
What's that?
Yes, of course. If it goes bad...
Which absolutely could happen and probably will. Let's be honest.
I don't want to be their slave again.
Oh, we will not let that happen.
Okay. Promise?
Promise, absolutely.
I promise. I could use as much time as you can give me to study up on the merge.
Yeah.
To make it as efficient as possible.
Sure. We have some other stuff to do in the meantime anyway.
I'll be ready when you are. I swear.
Good. Hell yeah. See, they're bonding. They're getting closer. This conversation about Rost was definitely something that helped their connection. And I think on both sides.
Whenever you're ready, come speak to me and I'll ask the others to make final preparations for the mission.
Okay. So when we want to continue this, we have to talk to her.
So, we're fighting immortals from the stars now? Looks like it. What's next? Wizards?
I don't know if I'd say they're immortals.
Hey, I thought I'd check in before leaving for Gemini.
Are you sure we shouldn't be checking up on you? Whatever went on between you and Beta sounded intense.
I mean, yeah.
Not that I'm judging.
It was.
Forge knows all the screws flew loose every time Mercer.
I think we'll be fine from now on.
Yeah.
I'm glad to hear it.
Okay.
Anybody take you up on that ale you brought yet?
Zoe can't stand the smell of it. I tried
Yeah,
it,
that's
but
fair
I don't
enough.
think she knows what taking a break means.
And I'm not putting Varl anywhere near that stuff after that victory party in Meridian.
Wow.
What about Catallo?
Ah, now there's a man that can hold his liquor.
Yeah, there you
Pretty
go.
sure we downed half a keg. We had a good chat, I think.
Yeah, no, I see Catallo being a drinker. Yeah, for sure.
After we get Hephaestus, we'll be taking the fight to the Zeniths. So,
Yeah,
no more waiting.
that's a big
It
deal.
wasn't that bad. Not really. Besides, going through all that data helped me realize something. You know, the soldiers, the ones that fought the Pharaoh
Right.
machines so Gaia could be built, they were fighting a battle that couldn't be won. Not with all the weapons in the world.
Correct.
I think most of them realized that.
Oh, they absolutely
Said
did.
it or not. They still did it, though.
Yes.
They bought time for all the eggheads working to save the future. Our future. As long as I can do that for you,
Aw.
I'll consider myself a success.
Hell yeah, Aaron.
Thank you, Aaron. I'm glad you're with me.
Yeah, okay, enough. I'm gonna get emotional.
I'm getting a little emotional. But yeah, in all seriousness, that's why I'm definitely not going to talk to Gaia right away. Because I feel like this is going to start, not necessarily the end game. There might be a little bit more after that. But it's going to really kick into the
I should
next
go.
stage of the journey for
Same
sure.
here. I got a date with a cauldron to prepare for.
Honestly, with most of the map filled up, if not all of it at this point, pretty much, it might be the end game.
Aloy, everything okay with you and Beta? It sounded like you guys had a
There was some yelling,
lively
yes.
conversation.
We just had a lot to talk about.
Does this mean she's coming with us to Gemini?
It does. I hope you're ready to rein in the most stubborn AI of all time.
That's what all this was for, wasn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Hephaestus won't go down quietly.
Definitely not.
Hephaestus is just a program that's lost its way. We are fighting for our survival.
100%,
I can
yeah.
always call upon the goddess if you're nervous.
Funny. How does everyone seem to you?
Anxious, but ready. I heard
Both can be
Catallo
true.
ask for Alva's help with his pulse generator.
Oh, nice.
And I know he's been helping her with a few fighting techniques.
Okay.
Just in case.
Very nice.
They aren't needed.
Wow,
Like I
that would
said,
be nice, but
just in
they're going to
case.
be needed. They're 100% going to be needed.
Any last findings you want to share before leaving?
Not really. Though I've reached a decision.
On what?
Oh?
When we put Gaia together, I want to return to the north.
Oh, okay.
Spread what I've learned.
You think they'll listen to you?
That's a good
In
question.
time, I believe so.
If anyone can make it happen, it's you, Varl.
Okay.
What will you and Zoe do if you go back to the Embrace?
I hope she'll come with me. At least for a while. And I'll go with her to Plainsong too. She'll probably want to talk to her people about all this as
Probably,
well.
yeah.
We'll figure it out.
I know you will. I hope firing off those pulse generators will be enough to distract the
That is the hope.
It'll work. It has to.
I
Always
don't know if it
optimistic,
will.
Nah, just stubborn. It's a good quality to have when dealing with you.
Yeah, right.
Hello? Oh, there we go.
You were right, you know, about keeping Rost's memories buried. I guess part of me thought he was holding me back, because he wanted me to be a Nora.
Right.
But the truth is, he gave me a lot,
Sure.
and I took him for granted.
In a lot
He's
of
a good
ways. But you also
Raised you
adored
well.
him, and you very much took his words to heart. Both can be
I'm
true.
glad you're coming with me, Varl.
Sure there's no urge to run off alone in there somewhere?
No more running.
Yeah, she's definitely learned from that.
Hey,
I like how we just talked to
we'll be
everyone, now we
going
have to
after
do it
Hephaestus
again.
soon. You good with the plan?
I've already got the location of my assigned cauldron.
Good.
I heard you and Beta had a talk.
Yeah, you probably
This
heard.
travels fast.
It wasn't exactly a quiet conversation.
Exactly.
There were just things that needed to be said.
A healthy crop to those who clear the weeds between them, as the Utaru say.
Yeah, no, it's a good thing to hash things out like that. It's
You
healthy.
look like you have something on your mind.
We're going to war soon.
Yeah.
And war is something I promised myself I'd left behind in the Red Raids.
Also fair.
The more of your data I go through, every voice I hear, every word I read from her ancient past, it makes me realize just how much life was given so that ours could flourish.
Yeah.
Fighting for that gift, it's our responsibility. If we fail, it was all for naught.
Helps to know you're not alone.
For a moment there, you sounded like Varl.
I
Nice.
don't know what you're talking about.
Okay.
I should go.
As soon as you intend to leave for Gemini,
You'll hear about it.
Yep. Okay, so there's 2 more we need to talk to. Oh, you have something important.
I hope I'm not interrupting.
Not at all. I was just studying the pulse generator schematics.
Okay.
The ones Gaia and Beta built. The craftsmanship is remarkable. Is everything alright? It sounded like there was an issue with Beta and the mission.
It's
Not
resolved.
anymore. We just needed to talk some things through.
Yeah.
To understand one another is to embrace truth.
Yeah.
Oh, and if you have a
Yeah, I
moment,
heard.
there's something...
Or I saw the little symbol.
Have you spoken with Zoe at all?
A little bit, but I did hear her singing with Varl not too long ago. I don't think they noticed. Zoe seemed so free when
She
did.
does like singing,
Like
yes.
every emotion she had was taking flight in song, and she looked happier because of it. I felt so dull and nervous in comparison.
You should ask Zoe to teach you sometime. About Utaru music.
Maybe.
If you need anything before heading out to the cauldrons.
You have nothing to worry about. Gaia's explained your plan in detail, as expected from such an efficient AI. I've even received some very,
Yeah, we heard.
combat advice from Kotalo. You know, in case the Zeniths show up.
What kind of advice?
He, told me to run.
It's valid.
We'll even the odds soon enough. Any more data catch your eye?
All of it? I have so much to study up on. Years, actually. I'm particularly interested in the Odyssey.
Okay.
We knew the ancestors had made it to the moon.
Right.
In fact, we theorized some of them had settled on it. But
Not
Sirius
quite.
is way farther than that.
At least, not that
and
we
we
know
thought
of.
journeying across the ocean would be the feat of a lifetime. The sheer calculations needed for space travel. It's overwhelming to think
You're
about.
not wrong. You are not wrong.
Even so, the Quen are way ahead of other tribes when it comes to understanding this stuff. When I
True.
grew up, everyone thought that stars were sparks that rose from a fire lit by the goddess to guide us through the night. Must be strange to think that some of the ancestors your tribe reveres
Yeah, that would be
are still
very
alive.
strange.
And here on Earth, right now.
Yeah, it is. Part of me's curious to know who else besides Eric Visser might be among them.
Well, we've mentioned a couple names.
Maybe Nikita Arand? We call her the Spark. The legacy tells us she brought unlimited energy to the old ones.
Okay.
Or Sung Jiao, whom we call the Healer. It is said she found new ways to extend the ancestors' lifespans.
Okay.
But my curiosity fades when I think of how different our view of Visser was compared to the reality that you
Right.
experienced. Perhaps it is better not to know.
You mentioned there was something.
Yeah, let's find out about this.
Yes. So, as I was sifting through data from the greenhouse, I found references to an old world system back in the Great Delta. It's called Leviathan. My people discovered
Okay.
it decades ago. A sprawling network of river gates and a labyrinth of underground tunnels. The legacy revealed that the old ones used it to control flooding,
Okay.
but we've never gotten it to work. The whole thing is shut down. But the data from the greenhouse mentions the research facility where Leviathan was created. It's in San Francisco.
Okay.
Another Pharaoh facility?
No, Leviathan was a project by Eileen Sasaki, another ancestor. So the legacy tells us, anyway.
Of course,
if
of course.
we can acquire that data, we might be able to fix the system back in the Great Delta.
Okay.
Every year, my sister gets
I
terrified
can find
when
that
the
for
long
you.
rains begin. With Leviathan, maybe she won't have to be.
Okay. So, where in San Francisco is this facility?
That's the thing. The data doesn't
Well,
say where.
we're gonna have to figure it out.
But one of our diviners has been exploring the ruins. He might know. Would you come with me? I have
Oh, it's a
feeling
group
that wherever
thing,
this
okay.
facility is, well, you're much better at fighting machines than I am.
Of course. I'll let you know when I'm in landfall.
Thank you, Aloy.
Alright.
I should go.
So we have another
Make
mission
sure
there.
you talk to Gaia if you have any questions about the pulse generators.
May your path lead to truth.
And, like I said, I'll let you know when
Yeah,
I'm in landfall. We'll find the data you're after.
I appreciate it.
Forbidden Legacy. Alrighty. Anything more with
We just
Katalo?
need to find the right strategy.
Where is Katalo? There he is.
Aloy, are you well?
Had a bit of an issue with Beta. It's better now, though.
Ah, I'm not surprised.
Really? Why not?
She's a tough
I
cookie.
once knew a warrior who discovered he had a brother late in life.
Oh, okay.
It was deeply uncomfortable for him.
Yeah, fair
Did you
enough.
ever get over it?
In time. But not before the two siblings nearly killed each other in a single combat challenge.
Ah. Well, at least I avoided that.
That's good.
You nervous about the mission ahead?
If I live, it will be in victory. If I die, it will be in battle. What matters most is that you achieve your objective.
Sure.
I'll do my best. Think you're ready to put all your training to the test?
I am Tenakth. I am always ready.
Fair enough. Okay. He didn't have much
should
to
go
say,
get
but
ready.
that's not a surprise.
I await your orders.
Okay. So... was this the entrance we came in over here? I think so. Because we want the one that has the... Yeah, this is it. Want the one that has the campfire outside so we can save at that. There we go. Let's do a manual save.
Gonna be harder to see in the snow.
And we will end this recording session there. Obviously, this is multiple parts. You're seeing it, but I always feel the need to just say it, like, every time we end a recording session, even though you're seeing this in, like, a block of parts. So, yeah. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you've been continuing to enjoy. It looks like we're getting into some big stuff coming up, so... I hope you're ready for that, but we have a few things we definitely want to take care of first. In the meantime, let me know down in the comments what you think, how you've been enjoying this, all of that. And for now, I'm Connie, and I'm signing off. See y'all next time.